Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be installing the MoskoMoto Nomad tank bag on my GS. Hope you all enjoy this little tutorial. I'm not going to do a review on it. I'm just going to install it. I've had it for a couple of weeks now and just now getting the time to install it. I'm just going to give you a little quick overview of what you're going to get in the box, I guess. Here you have the little strap that's going to go around your steering column area to hold the tank bag up front. You'll get two of these little straps, which is going to go somewhere right here on your frame. I'm not sure where the other one went. It's probably down there on the ground. You'll get zip ties to hold those in place. These little clips. You'll get your hose for your hydration pack. Which I have to tell you, this thing is wonderful. I've actually used this bag on a little trip already. I used it as a backpack, which was great, and this light hydration pack works wonderful. It's top quality. And then of course you'll get your little map book that you can strap on top of your tank bag. Not quite sure how much I'll use that, but it comes with it. Okay, well, I tell you what, let's get started on installing this thing. I've already kind of pre-fitted this harness. It's a little tedious, but you can definitely do it. I'm not sure how well I'll be able to video it because it's a real tight place up here, but I did take some pictures, so I will include the pictures in the video. So let's get started on this. Okay, I'm going to try to get a little close-up of what this looks like back here. And I can see it's probably going to be pretty dark. Okay, what you want to be careful of, you're going to have your cabling here. You have a couple of cables, but if you'll look at it, you'll see basically 4 tubes that are all welded into basically your little steering column there. I'll try to get a shot from underneath. Yeah, it's pretty dark, so it's kind of worthless, but I'll add some pictures to it. Okay, so here we see the pictures that I took of the left and the right side. This is where the frame tubes all come together. I wrap my harness around all 4 tubes, but you just gotta be careful not to wrap the harness around all the wires and hoses and cables that you see there. Here's just another picture of the tubes from the bottom up. You'll see the 2 loops right there. You want to make sure you pass the harness through that. So basically here, you want to make sure you get the strap between the frame tube and your brake cable and your wiring harness. And on the bottom you will see a couple of loops. You want to go through that. Once you got one side done, you need to move your wheel off to the other side here. And fish it through. I know my hands are probably in the way right now. And like I said, you have to, it's a little tedious, but you can do it. You won't have to do this every time. This harness is going to stay in place. Okay. So once you have that routed, you can kind of, there's a center buckle you just snap together, and you'll have to just kind of maneuver it and tighten it up as you like. My God, these mosquitoes are bad. I think we're about to get some rain here, and it is super humid. Okay, so once we have everything in place, up there for a second. And it doesn't help that the straps are black, so you can't really tell, but basically that's kind of where it needs to be. Okay. Now we'll snap the bag on here. Now I set up mine back a little bit just so you have room. Make sure you turn your handlebars full stop both directions. Make sure it doesn't interfere with anything. I can probably get it a little bit closer, but I can do the fine adjustments here in a little while. Alright, moving on. I think my best place is going to be right here. Got the little zip ties here. Whew. Man, I don't know if you guys can see these mosquitoes on the camera, but okay, so we got one here. And this location can vary. It just depends on where you guys like it. I think this is a pretty good spot. And we'll be cutting those zip ties off. And I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Just when you guys put these on, make sure you buckle them in, because the left and right side are different. Okay, so if you get this one put on the other side, they're not going to snap together here. So make sure that you have the correct one for the correct side. And also, like right around right here, there's another tube welded on the back side. So I'm putting my zip ties. One is going to be above this tube, and one is going to be below it. That way it won't move. I'm kind of bending these so I can get it in here. Okay, so this zip tie is above the tube. Okay, we're good with that. Okay, just so you know, these straps, they have little sections. You got like 1, 2, 3 sections here. You can cut those off so it doesn't dangle around if you choose to. I'm gonna see how it goes. I think I will cut maybe one of these off, but I don't know, I may not cut them off at all. We'll see how it goes. And yes, I will cut these zip ties. Okay, fueling up. Should be pretty simple. Just unclip the harness up front. Open it up. Fuel it up. And you can snap it right back on. Voila. Pretty simple. And that's what it looks like installed. As you can see, it's pretty easy. And like I said, I've used this for a little trip as a backpack, and I'm already loving it. I love the way they have all the little compartments, which that was one main reason I chose this bag. I had a couple before which had one main compartment, and you know, with all the stuff you put in there after you ride, it all kind of just wiggles around, ends up in the bottom of the bag, and you always have to dig for stuff. And then I tried putting like things in different little separate baggies and boxes to put in my tank bag, which then again it took up all the space. So that's why I chose this one. Plus it has the hydration pack built in, which I have a hydration pack that I used to wear, but I'm in South Texas in the summertime. It gets super warm here, and just one more thing on your back, I didn't like it. So, and this hydration pack works great. Well, that pretty much sums up this little video here. Again, you have your little map book, which has the little straps. You can mount that on the top. You can put a map in it or whatever else. If you want to just throw your cell phone in there, which I wouldn't suggest. It's probably going to get pretty hot in there unless you live in a cool area. But you can put other stuff in there, I guess, if you needed to. This thing is going to mount over here. It's got a little hole in there. You got the little clip. Okay. One other thing, when you get this bag, don't look for instructions in the box. You'll have to go to MoskoMoto website, and you'll have to dig for it. But they have a little instruction, the generic instructions on basically what to do, how to put this on if you want something to read. I mean, it's pretty easy. You can't really mess it up. You just want to make sure when you mount this harness here that you don't wrap it around any cables or wires. And on this bike, it's pretty easy. You just have to tinker around a little bit to get it past all the wires and stuff, but it's not a big deal at all. Very good. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Till next time, we'll see ya.